Hello, and welcome back to Renew You at Home. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Whether you're listening to this just as it's come out, or it's a Sunday morning, a quiet moment during the day, or right before bed, how lovely would that be? I really hope that this podcast can be a little pause for you, a gentle reset in your day. Today, I want to talk about something that we often don't notice until it becomes uncomfortable, and that is the tension in our face, the tightness in your jaw, the brow, maybe even around your eyes. Sometimes it's subtle, and sometimes it's screaming at you in the form of a headache or puffy eyes. And sometimes it's just there lingering without us noticing. Do you know what? The time that I notice it most, which is kind of sad, but it's after a really lovely day. I'll finish work and it's been so nice to see you all, or maybe I've been to a social event and I immediately notice afterwards how much I've smiled because it hurts. And that's really sad after a good day, and actually not something that we have to put up with. That's what I want to talk about today. You know, I believe that knowledge is power. I want to talk to you about why this happens, but also the small ways that you can address it in your daily skincare, and how even just a few minutes of attention, however that looks, can make a huge difference to your well-being. So, why do our faces hold this tension? Our faces are constantly in motion. We express our emotions through our face. We react to stress, thinking, focusing, but our muscles also store tension just in the same way that we do in our shoulders and our back. It pulls up our necks into our face. It can pull up from our chest too, but we also create it and store it in our face, and that then impacts those other areas. Think about it. Clenching your jaw at your desk, furrowing your brow while scrolling, holding your breath while you're concentrating. Stress, whether it from deadlines, kids, chores, or even just the modern day busyness, triggers that fight or flight response in our bodies that we talked about last week. That fight or flight response doesn't just sit in our shoulders or our back. Your face definitely gets involved too, and our jaw tightens, our brow tenses, our tongue presses up against the roof of your mouth. How great does it feel to lower that down? It's all little ways that your body braces itself. And the thing is, we rarely give our face the same attention that we give those other parts of the body. So it just holds on. And that's why, even after a rest day, your face feels heavy, puffy, or even sore. So, how can skincare become self-care and sort all of that for you? One of the best ways to care for facial tension is just integrate it into your normal skincare routine, which really works if you're good at doing your skincare routine. I know not all of you are, so there's some other little moments that we can add it in. Don't you worry. If we're doing this within our skincare routine, we double cleanse, we tone, and then we use our serums. Or maybe it's your moisturizer. It really doesn't matter what product you're using. But these steps aren't all just an opportunity to look after your skin. They're an opportunity to touch, calm, and nurture yourself. So your serum, like I said, your moisturizer, is the perfect time to introduce a little facial massage, even if it is just with your hands. It really doesn't need to be in the treatment room. It doesn't need to be complicated. All those things are supposed to be extra. I've actually filmed tutorials on Instagram, finally, showing you tension relief, lymphatic drainage, and how to use gua sha and ice globes. But over here, I want to talk about the mindset and the experience that goes along with that. A bit of the why behind those tutorials for you. So the two will go perfectly together. Let's say you're massaging with your serum. Your mask is the next product. If you want to make a really beautiful ritual out of it, you can do a little mask time too. Or you can just use your moisturizer and move on with your day or your evening. The beauty of this is it's flexible. You could even, like I have, just literally use a serum, no other skincare, and sit there on the toilet while your little one is in the bath. You're chatting away with them and you're just doing the movements, because even in the middle of multitasking like that, it works. The act of massaging your face, moving lymph, and using a serum or oil signals to your brain, I matter, I deserve this moment. Obviously, the best time for overall self-care and well-being is always going to be in the quiet on your own. And when it comes to products, the choice can enhance the ritual as well. Personally, I usually reach for a serum or a facial oil because while you've got that slip, use it, enjoy it. Right now, my favourite is the Neurotouch Symmetry Serum by Dermalogica. It's new, and not only do the actives help to sculpt the face, but the aromatherapy blend supports dopamine release and is literally telling your mind it's time to relax. It's beautiful. The texture is unreal. And to be honest, the magic in that product, yes, it can be Botox in a bottle, but it's not always about looking better. It's about feeling calmer, softer. It's just wonderful. But like I said, it could just be your moisturizer that you're using already. Anything that allows you to glide and touch your face like that is enough. The experience will always matter more than the product itself. Feeling the warmth of your hands, noticing the scent, the texture, it turns a simple skincare routine into a mini self-care ritual. These additional products are only ever there to enhance that experience. So I'll always give you those options, but just know it doesn't have to be complicated at all. I will always remind you of this. Regular does not need to mean daily. Daily is amazing, and don't get me wrong, the Neurotouch Symmetry Serum is designed for daily use, and the anti-aging benefits is like Botox in a bottle. But sometimes it could be once a week. It could be that Sunday self-care kind of vibe, little Sunday ritual. It could even be once a month. Whatever works for you is absolutely okay. Even short, imperfect moments like me sat by my daughter in the bath count. Just a couple of minutes with that serum while you're even waiting for the kettle. It all matters. It's about telling your nervous system that it's safe. It can soften now, and over time, that repeated practice has a ripple effect physically, mentally, and emotionally. And actually, doing it imperfect to start with helps do it nicer and nicer every time. The more you're used to doing it, it will feel more natural, and that time will naturally open up for you. Give it a try. So, whether you choose to integrate facial massage into your double cleanse, tone, serum, daily skincare routine, maybe even that weekly ritual, or whether it's just your hands and a few minutes on your jaw and cheeks while you're multitasking, these small moments of attention and touch are an investment in your well being, a free one too. They release tension, help with puffiness, support lymphatic drainage, and remind you that you matter. And for those of you that want more guidance, like I said, there's those Instagram tutorials. They are ready. If they're not all out there just yet, they are coming. I will show you the routines using my hands, gua sha, ice globes. I'll explain how to incorporate it in your skincare routines step by step. You will see those. We can do it together. Next time you notice tension in your face, remember you don't need a perfect quiet hour. Even a few minutes with your hands and your favourite serum can bring relief, restore a sense of calm, and make your day feel a little bit more grounded. If you need more support, or maybe you just want to give this a go in your usual member treatments, that's amazing. Let's give it a try in here too. So, thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope this episode inspires you to notice your face, to care for it in more ways than just how it looks, and to see your skincare routine as a moment of self-care and tension relief. In the next episode, we'll explore how to turn something as simple as journaling, which is my favourite mindful ritual. It's introducing gratitude into your life in a way that feels gentle and achievable, and I can't wait to talk to you a bit more about it. Until then, notice your face, soften your jaw, and remember, even in the little moments, you matter. Until next time.